have great people. I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ.
U.S. President Donald Trump shot down speculation that he would run as a vice presidential candidate in 2028, telling reporters that Republicans already have great prospective candidates. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump dismissed the speculation outright, calling the idea too cute. He said Republicans already have, quote, great people lined up for the future, naming Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio as two strong potential successors. We have J.D., obviously. The Vice President is great. Marco is great. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. Trump also took aim at potential Democratic contenders, calling Representatives Jasmine Crockett and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez low IQ politicians who, in his words, couldn't pass basic cognitive tests. He even joked about the cognitive exams he took during his presidency at Walter Reed, claiming they were very hard, and challenged Democrats to take the same.
I haven't really thought about it. We have some very good people, as you know, but I have the best poll numbers I've ever had. I mean, I just solved 8 wars and a 9th is coming. I believe Russia, Ukraine will happen. But we just did, we just left, and when you look at the treaty we just did, that was a war that was thousands of people were already shot at the border. And when you look at what we just did, it was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. We got a lot of good credit. And I really have to thank Malaysia for that, because they really, the Prime Minister and everybody really helped get the two countries together. But it was quite a great peace treaty. But that was one of 8. And makes me feel good. I mean, it's millions of people that we saved. I saved the lives of millions of people. That's what's important. Yeah.
Who are the very good people?
They are good people.
You said that for 2028, there are very good people. Who do you have in mind?
Oh, we have great people. I don't have to get into that, but we have one of them standing right here. We have JD, obviously. The vice president is great. I think Marco's great. I think, I'm not sure if anybody would run against us. I think if they ever formed a group, it would be unstoppable. I really do. I believe that. I would love to do it. I have my best numbers ever. It's very terrible. I have my best numbers.
So you're not ruling out a third term?
Am I not ruling it out? You'll have to tell me. All I can tell you is that we have a great group of people, which they don't. They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy, a tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
The readout from Walter Reed mentioned advanced medical imaging. Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah.
Can you tell us
I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, the whole thing. Yeah. And it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular they were looking for?
You could ask the doctors. In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you. And if I didn't think it was going to be good, either I would let you know negatively, I wouldn't run, I'd do something. But the doctor said some of the best reports for the age, some of the best reports they've ever seen.
One theory on how you might try to serve a third term is that you could run as the vice president.
Yeah, I'd be allowed to do that.
Is it the White House's or the White House counsels or his legal position, I guess?
You'd be allowed to do that, but I wouldn't do that. I think it's too cute. Yeah, I would rule that out because it's too cute. I think the people wouldn't like that. It's too cute. It's not, it wouldn't be right.
Trump's fiery remarks came as he embarked on a 5-day Asia tour, meeting world leaders across the region. He landed in Japan early Tuesday morning, where he's expected to meet newly elected Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi, Japan's first ever female prime minister. As 2028 speculation swirls, Trump seems laser-focused on his current term. But one thing's clear, he's not planning a vice presidential comeback.
Sir, a golf-related question. Do you mind? Your personally the most difficult shot for you in golf?
Right now?
Well, yeah, how were you playing?
The most difficult shot? It used to be chipping, but I've become a very good chipper. I hit them all pretty good. I'm a pretty good golfer. I won 38 club championships. That's pretty good. And pretty much I hit, I'm very solid, very consistent, pretty long. I mean, I hit the ball pretty long. I play with Gary Player. You know, Gary's 90, and he shot 70 with me the last time we played, which is pretty amazing from
So
16.
putting is pretty good for you?
Putting's pretty good. Putting used to be, I'd say putting used to be the best, but I'd say putting is pretty good. And how about the man that put up $130 million to make sure our military got paid? This,
You won't tell him who
I
he
won't
is.
tell you. I won't tell you. But
Wasn't it
this
Tim
is a
Mellon?
person that called me that said, "Sir, I'd like to make a contribution of any difference needed for the United States military." I said, "I don't know. That could be a big number." And we worked it out. It was about $130 million, and he wrote a check for $130 million because he's an unbelievable patriot. And that's what it's all about.
Are you concerned about flights being halted at LAX due to shortages for air traffic controllers? Is there a way we could pay them?
Yeah, there is, but the Democrats should just do a simple extension. The Democrats are holding it up. They want $1.5 trillion for people that came out of prisons, for illegal aliens that come into our country. We don't want to do that because that will really hurt the health care that we have in our country. And frankly, we'd like to see better health care, period.
But even
We're not looking to do that. The Democrats can solve that problem with air traffic control. All they have to do is say, the country's open. We only need 5 votes. The Republicans are with us. We only need 5 votes. So let's see what happens. I would imagine that gets taken care of. Not only the controllers, but other people too.
How is your relationship with Elon these days? And is there a
I think
Doge
it's just- You
2.0?
saw that during Charlie's beautiful tribute. Elon came up. It's good with Elon. I like Elon. I've always liked Elon. Elon's good.
Have you talked to him since the memorial?
On and off a little bit. Yeah, very little. Nothing much. Look, he's a nice guy. And he's a very capable guy. I've always liked him. He had a bad spell. He had a bad period. He had a bad moment. It was a stupid moment in his life. Very stupid. I'm sure he'd tell you that. But I like Elon. And I suspect I'll always like him.